Razabanet for IFL TV, proudly sponsored by Everlast. I'm delighted to have with me the beast from the East in this very cold gym, Mr. Anthony Yarde. And what's going on?
We're here, man. We're here. Back in the Peacock gym. A lot of memories in this gym. A lot. Gyms are very different now. All the weights are gone. Weights room's gone, clean out. There's a wall that's appeared from nowhere. The blue ring's gone. There's only the red ring left. But yeah, man, it's good. A lot of memories.
How are you feeling?
I feel absolutely fantastic. And I'm excited, man. I'm excited.
It's almost a year to the date. I think it was the 5th of December. It's going to be the 4th of December. How's that? I don't want to talk about the year before that.
Yeah.
And it's very well documented. I want to talk more positive. How's the year been for you about finally getting this fight back on and contractually, in the ring with Lyndon?
This year has actually been okay. I've been out once this year. I would have hoped to have been out more, but again, as everyone knows, there was a lot of delay with getting this rematch on, and none of that was my fault. But we're here now, so I'm not complaining about nothing. We're here. You can only deal with what you got in plan. So yeah, it's about getting this fight done in the best way as I can, and then looking forward to a fantastic 2022.
We know there's many experts who love to voice their opinions, but did you feel like you needed to change, make adjustments, or change something in the way you fight in this rematch?
Oh, 100%. Not in the way I fight, in the way I fought. In the way I fought in the last fight against Lyndon. There's a lot that needs to be changed. I just need to be myself, man. I just need to be myself. My head was not there that fight, man. You can even, when you go back and watch it, I was going back to the wrong corner. I kept looking at his corner. There was a lot that I was just doing. That's not me. It's just not me. Even my thought process. I remember the things I was thinking when I was in the corner. It wasn't me, man. It wasn't me. But again, everyone knows the year I had. This is no excuses in no shape whatsoever. But I'm one of them people. I analyse myself a lot, and like human beings, you can't predict when your emotions are gonna attack you, basically. So it's just about this year's been clear. People keep trying to remind me of what I went through in 2020, but I've had enough time to get over that now. So it's about looking forward.
People have this analysis that if Anthony Yarde's going to beat Lyndon Arthur, he has to knock him out. Lyndon's a superior boxer. The only way Anthony Yarde wins is by knocking him out. I bumped into you 2 weeks ago at your call. Yes. And felt your muscles. I'm like, damn, he's looking strong, looking fit already. And you said, listen, you're ready to go. Can Anthony Yarde outbox Lyndon Arthur?
Well, of course I can, man. It's silly for people to say that. I chose the tippy-tappy boxing route in the first fight. But, and again, that was a split decision. They gave him two of the judges gave it to him by 1 round. One of the judges gave it to me by 5 rounds. So in boxing, when you get fights that are close like that, you're always going to get, it's just perspective. And the perspective for me is to go out there and knock people out. So clearly that's not what people want to see from me. So for me, it's just about being more of myself, more of myself. I know what I'm going to do this fight. I know what I can do. I know what I could have done the first fight. And again, when I was watching back the first fight, it was very frustrating for me, but I had to do it. There's times when I'm like, I just want to switch up and be like, this is just nonsense. I know what I'm about. I know what I do. And it's frustrating to watch myself like that as well. That's sparring, Anthony. Sometimes as well. Sometimes I'm even more aggressive than that in sparring, but that's the Anthony that will practice things, work on things, work on like head movement and all them kind of things. But in this fight, when it comes to a fight being a fight, everyone knows how to do that.
Over the last couple of weeks, obviously at the press conference, top table, Tunde's been going at it with Pat. Lyndon said some things as well. You've remained calm. You remain composed. Is that where your mindset is now? You're not going to get distracted by left or the right. You're focused on what's in front of you and December 4th.
Well, 100%. That's part of being a professional. For me, it's just I'm always going to be myself. I don't focus on anybody else because some people, they will talk a lot, and that's what gets them going. Some people, they don't talk at all. That's what gets them going. Some people act out of character because they're scared. Some people act out of character because they're more geared up than they was before. You just don't know. So I'm not going to create riddles for myself and focus on anybody else. My job, my character, my personality is just to focus on myself, making sure that I'm right.
I know you've said to me in the past that you don't like putting pressure on yourself. You know what your talent is. You know what you're able to do. You've said it to me many times in countless interviews. But Saturday night, is this must win for you? Is the pressure on to make sure you win on Saturday night?
The answer is the same. I will never ever put pressure on myself. When you put pressure on yourself, I think pressure is for other people. To make a diamond, you don't see the diamond start pressuring itself to create itself. You see a machine, and I see that as like the people, the critics, the media teams, the promoters, family, friends. I feel like that's all them people, and that's what creates pressure. I feel like any pressure you put on yourself is just false. Like, it's not real, and it don't ever benefit you. So I just feel like being myself will get the job done. I'm not worried. I'm not. It's always gonna be what it's gonna be. In the first fight, I went in there confident. After the fight, I was like, yeah, I won that fight widely. And then when I went back and watched it, I was like, it's a lot closer than I thought it was. I'm honest with myself. I was a lot closer than I thought it was. I still feel like if there was a winner, it was me. I feel like that's why one judge gave it to me by 5 rounds, and then the other 2 gave it to me by 1 round. And it was a closer fight than I thought. But that's all in the past, man. That's all in the past. I just got to beat AY.
You're smiling a lot more, which is always good to see. Your ring walks, you've had rap artists come out, you've been dancing into the ring. Crowds are back. Crowds will be there in presence. Your family, your friends, everyone's going to be there. Is that going to play a significant part in your performance?
Well, it has to. It has to. I'm a crowd fighter. I'm an under the lights fighter. When there was no crowd there, it was not the same. You can imagine. Everyone can imagine. It's a hollow arena. Nobody's there, other than officials and people doing the COVID testing. Very, very empty arena. You can hear every footstep. You can hear every voice. I think there was about, in total, in terms of spectators, I think there was about 7 people in this. You can hear each voice. It was just weird. It felt like sparring, and that's being realistic. It felt like sparring. When there's a crowd there, everything's different. Every single thing is different, and that's what I'm looking forward to.
Anthony, I know you're not looking past Lyndon Arthur. I know your focus is on Saturday, but I got to ask you the question. Obviously, we saw Dan Aziz last week. We've become the British light heavyweight champion. He's on the rise. Boatsi obviously is still there. There's some Callum Johnson, some huge fights. Today announced was Khan and Brook. A lot of people are complaining that it came 5-6 years too late. It's happened too late. It's a cash-out fight. There's a lot of criticism that they're getting. As a fighter, win, lose or draw on Saturday, you want to fight your domestic rivals. You want to fight the Boatsis, the Callum Johnsons, etc. You want to share the ring with those fighters.
Well, absolutely, but you know what my answer's going to be. It's just not my focus. It's just not my focus. I'm focused on one thing at a time. And I'm not just saying that this time. This is actually my mindset. It's just a demolition job on December 4th.
Before I end, how does the fight end on Saturday night?
To see that, you have to tune into BT Sports, December 4th. I'm not sure of the time yet, but just make sure you tune in, watch the show, and enjoy the show. It's going to be a fantastic one.
Any final comments before the interview ends?
As always, we thank the people that support me. I thank the people that don't support me as well. In terms of, actually no, they're still supporters actually. So I do thank everyone that supports me. I thank the critics. I thank the people that are on my side, people that boost me, people that believe in me, my team, and that's a broad range of people. You got Tunde, you got James Cook, you got Ade, you got Cam, he's there, you got Joel, you got Bilal, a few other people in the background, and BT Sports, Frank Warren Promotions. I could be here all day. Adidas, Foot Asylum. Now, there's a broad range of us. Some people that don't want to be mentioned, and it's always going to be a team effort. You have to have a good team behind you.
Anthony, press conference Thursday, weigh-in Friday, roll on Saturday night. We wish you all the best, and I'm sure we'll be catching up during the week.
Thank you very much, man. I'll see you fighting that. Actually, no, I'll see you Thursday first of all, and then I'll see you again fighting that.
Anthony Yarde for IFL TV. Thank you very much.